Oh boy, this is the round 3 of the NBL Draft. What is going on? It's Alexander Thomas here. Welcome back to the third round of the NBL Draft. Supposedly this will be also the fourth round, but it's hard to say depending on how long the next round takes. We'll decide whether we are doing we'll decide whether to do both rounds tonight. As for right now, we have 5 minutes on the clock for each one of these teams. For anyone that have not seen the other ones, each team has a specific number of picks, and they are going to be doing them at certain times, depending on what they are looking for. Currently, any names that are bolded, that is these over here, are already selected. And there are the teams that were selected them are in this row right here, L, X, and then AJ. I believe I have all these things updated for this thing. I'll make sure I have them right here. I believe we were about halfway, because there were 160 names. Is that correct? 160? I'm looking at, yes, 160. So 160 names. They're different things, and where they pick will depend on what goes on from here. For that being said, there's not much else to say. It is the Panthers who will be on the clock. They have pick number 80, which is the first pick in the third round. So the Panthers are now on the clock. And it'd be interesting to see what the Panthers go for here, because Panthers have plenty of options. They don't need anything specifically. And currently, they were the highest rated team, the second highest rated team last year. They currently don't need anything. If anything, they might want to go for a forward. And they've already done 2 picks, but none of the picks have been confirmed at this time. Their last pick was Alex Thomas. Point guard was 83 overall. And it has been confirmed. Is that correct? They've been confirmed? It's been confirmed that their next pick will be Janie Thomas. Also will be a 91 overall. Pretty interesting pick. They've got 2 people that are very similar, have very similar ratings, and both of them are point guards. Panthers usually go for the offensive base when it comes to it. All right, the Legends are now on. The Legends are going to be now on the clock. Leland Legends. Leland Legends, looking at their potential roster as of right now. Legends, most of the defensive backs, they've got plenty of forwards already signed for, and they've got a lot. They've got players that could be anything, could be anything for them. And I think they're going to go much quicker because of the fact it just depends what Legends go for here. Picks are going to go quicker just because of the fact that there's less players to even choose from. That's already been selected. And the next pick in the NBL draft, pick 81, is Leroy Jacobs. A very good player for them to choose off of this round. Very highly rated player. He's an 83 overall defensive back. Panthers are now on the clock. I know it seems really weird the Panthers are on the clock so soon after that, but they did make trades, so they do have that pick. They went for the two twins before, so it's difficult to say what they're going to go for in this case because they don't need anything now. I mean, they already didn't need anything in the first place, but they took twins, and because they've increased the size, increased it, right? Yeah, so it's 20 players. And for anyone who does want to take over one of these teams after the draft is over, you can go ahead and look that down. It is an email to NBL at Sports NBL Sports Hour. I'm make sure I had that right. Yeah, it is NBL Sports Hour at gmail.com. A sport hours, not sports hour, sport hour. NBL Sport Hour at gmail.com. And that would be the ability to actually pick a team. Still plenty of players left, and there might take a little bit longer because of the plenty of time to do it. I don't know what they're gonna go with because they don't really need anything. They got some good They got some good picks already, but you know. Almost all the 99 players are gone. So 90 overall or better players are gone. So they don't really have anything they need to get. And it looks like it's hard to believe this, but they've picked the third person that has the last name Thomas on this list. Believe it or not, they're all related in some way. She is a forward. That's the only difference. And that's impressive. The Kings are now on the clock. What am I supposed to go with? I don't know. It's tough to say what the Kings are going to go for. There are new teams, though. They could basically go for anything. Kings have forwards and point guards at this point, so they would probably need to go for defensive back, even if they already have one. And they have picked Jody Hunt, defensive back, 88 overall. Decent pick for them. He is number 21. And the Bears are now on the clock. Bears are also a very new team. Potentially, they've got the same. They've got defense backs and 4 point guards. They probably should go for a forward. Trying to go with she's Orbit. No, Cavi Copeland. she's been selected. The problem is there is certain things that do have to worry about because they do not get the proper players. Then they actually have a penalty for each one of those things that they go for. As of right now, Bears have Bears are gonna need everything basically. Still, they need one of every player, so they can't have to go with it. They're trying. Unrated selected. I believe she's also always selected. They have selected. Oh, they changed their mind. They have selected Christopher Jenkins. He is a 75 overall. Interesting. They did get point guards. That's not that's pretty decent pick for them. The Leland Cats are now on the clock. I don't know. Cats are also a very new team. They're gonna have a difficult time of anything. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough for the Cats. Although I think when we did predictions for this, the Cats were like eighth top or something like that. So, yeah. You look at the Cats right now. They probably need to go for a forward. In this round, they're gonna have some tough things in the beginning of them because these teams also already made previous picks and they have confirmed they've done Genie or I don't know how to pronounce that name. The Cats have confirmed that pick. It's a decent pick for them. The Lynx are now on the clock. There are more cat teams than there have ever been ever here. So Lynx need they can be fine. They're fine with point guard defense when it's forward, so they should automatically go for either point guard or defensive back. They have selected Lori Page as their pick. It's a decent pick for them. Not their top rated player that was left, so they picked before. It's be interesting to see what they do for that with that pick. The Warriors are now on the clock. Warriors is very hard to read. Don't you agree? Yeah, for me it's ridiculously hard to read that one. And originally I was going to do this live, but I changed it because it took too long, really. It's easier to record it. Warriors need forwards. Taking their time for this one because they have selected Rowan Fuller. Yeah. Nice for them to do that. Warriors. It's a good pick for them. And the Stars are now on the clock. They have probably the most colorful symbol, I would say. Who is that? And they have selected Florence Stars with their pick, have selected Flornus. Florna. Florna. Is that how it's spelled? Florana. Oh, okay. And now it kind of makes sense. That's a very good pick for them. Very good pick indeed. The Hawks are now on the clock. This is only the Hawks' second pick, believe it or not, because they didn't have a pick in the first round. They only have, they have only 2 picks also. So they don't have a lot to deal with here. The Hawks. They're going with Alexander Little. With a 9 overall recovery, that might be one of the best players I ever get in a draft. In a draft ever. It's a very good pick for them. And the Falcons are now on the clock. Each team seems to be going a lot faster to get their things in. Yeah, I mean that's true. There's less names to pick from. I think I might have spelled that one wrong. No, Luna Laxton is what they go with. That's a weird pick for them. She was not very high. She was not exactly the high grade. She was a decent defensive back. Falcons. But she was not rated very high when she came from the NBL. Um, she just came out right into the NBL though, so she didn't actually. Yes, so that's why she was probably rated pretty low. It's a decent pick though. And let's see. The Indians are now on the clock. I don't know. Indians, looking at their. I know you guys can't see the two that I have on a different screen here, but Indians have not done great. Huh. Indians need pretty much everything though, so they can survive if they. I think that with what they've got, they can survive, but they probably need to go for Nerf Ford. That's my prediction if they go for Ford this round. They'll probably take their time because it's difficult to pick a great player for that. They choose Spencer Manning, who was not selected by a team previously in the end, so he wasn't. He was going to be drafted in like the last round, as predicted. If he is not already. Spencer Manning, yeah. That's not a bad pick. He's should be a decent player for them, and because they need all the help they can get, I'm not at all surprised they chose him in that round. The Pirates are now on the clock. Pirates have been struggling over the last couple of years, I think, if I understand that correctly. Look back there. Let's see. Yeah, they've been pretty much. They've been kind of half and half. They were good a year, then they were bad for 2 years, and they've been decent for the. They were decent for the previous 2 years. Last year they were bad, but they'd also have a hard schedule, I believe. Look out for that video too, because I will be discussing why I think each team's going to which place in a different video. Pirates could have anything pretty much in this round. They probably should go for a point guard, but that's just because looking for. There's nothing specific they have to have. They can go for anything though. I don't think he's available. No. No, the other one. Nope, he's not available either. They're really going down our list. JCO, no. Jason Hamilton is not available. Daisy Thomas is not available either. They're the Panthers. Stacey Johnson. Man, they really want us to get something. Stacy's mom has got it all in on. Nope, not available. I think they're gonna have to choose something off. That's nope, not available. This is their last person they have told me in advance. Peter Brown is available. Well, lucky for them, that means they are out of. Which Peter Brown is it? They went for the 75. They're going for the point guard version of this. They're not in the same family. Peter Brown the first they have gone with. They have Peter Brown the second if he's still available. But they chose to get the point guard instead. He is a 78 overall. Of course, I gave him the wrong name. Anyways, I made a mistake. Somewhere along the way. No, there it goes. I'm trying not to make any mistake. There shouldn't be anyone available after this is over. Update. What's his last? This one's A and this one's D. They have different last names. Right, that is the end of it. The Packers are now on the clock. They did not expire. So if you guys did see that expiring, they did not expire. They had to pick in, I just didn't have it fully done. They do have the Packers on the clock now. And they are doing the same thing that they did. Just a second. Going down the list, like, hey, is he available? Is she available? And I'm pretty sure they don't have anyone left that they can go for because all their players are fairly high rated that they put in this. I don't think Christmas is actually available. I don't think Christmas is not. I think Christmas is available. Jesus Christ. Christmas is it? Which one is it? Oh, that one is still available. Believe it or not. 87 overall. Surprising that person who didn't go in that early on. Packers. Have selected him. The Angels are now on the clock. I don't know. The Angels are. They went for Angel White, who was probably not a pick that they should have started off with. They should have gone higher in the later round, right? You don't know? Yeah. I don't know either. But both of them are not available. I know that. They're going right now with Danny. I don't even know who that is. Danny McBride. 480 overall. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. But they are going to be running low on time here. If they didn't, we're going to be having a hard time. Let's see. Dolphins are now on the clock. I had to wait for a second because he was asking me a question. Where's Dolphins going? Currently it's expected. I don't know, actually. I don't think we're going to do round 4 tonight, to answer your question. We'll do round 4 tomorrow night. Whenever we're recording, yeah. Is there one available that time tomorrow? Okay. I think the Dolphins are going to be out of luck in picking anybody, so let's see. A-L-N-A. Well, Harris is not available. I think Stewart is available. S-T-E-W. Yes, he is available. They confirmed that. And they have picked Stewart. Then that would be the Dolphins. Decent pick. They've only got one player. They actually do not have any players left for the Dolphins. Do they have any picks left? I can see here. So the Dolphins, yeah, they have one more. They got one pick, which means they're gonna have to find another player. Be easy. I mean, there won't be so many players left. Colts are now on the clock. Yeah, no, they did decide just to go. They don't really care though. I mean, they've got everything, right? Dolphins have it. Oh, that's Dolphins. Dolphins have everything too, so they don't really need anything either. Colts went quick too, though. I'll have to check see if he's available. I don't see Bethany. I don't think Harry Norman might be available still. Got the guy, by the way. He might be. He is still available. They have selected Herbert Norman. Not a very high defensive player. The point, which is what a lot of people teams go for. The Bison, I guess. They don't got so many things left, so it's not unreasonable. Nope, wrong one. The Chargers are now on the clock. Right above them, that's been easy to get to. I don't even know if they have anyone left, to be honest, on their list. I don't. We can see if I don't think she's available. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong list. Nope. Those two players are both not available. Continue down the list. ORV. Nope, not available. Tyler Ingram is available. And that's what they're going with. Who they go with? It's the Chargers. And just for you guys to understand, they're telling me what I need, what they want to pick through here. They're confirming it. Right? Is that what it is? Am I explaining that right? Right, so they're confirming what it is. They're both of us confirming what it is, and they have to go through this just to clarify. UNC is now on the clock. I don't need that, thank you. They're hoping to do well this year. I don't know. I suspect every single person that they have on here is probably taken. I would suspect. Yeah. Let's see. Taken. She's taken. SCDT. Y. Both Scotties are taken. FEL. Phoenix Watch is their next pick, and they will go with that. This is an awful player from the pick. UNC did not make a good decision taking Felix Washington. He's an awful ready player. His best thing is his offense, and he's very fast. That doesn't really have any effect, I don't think. I think, if I'm correct, I'm gonna look this here. Nope, she's still available. So they have one player left. Nope, didn't do that right. The Lightning are now on the clock. Lightning have actually done fairly well. So I'm really not too worried about them. But it'll be interesting to see what they go for. They've taken Gina Storm. I don't even know how to pronounce that last name. Lightning goods. The Jets are now on the clock. I don't know. Jets have a pick 100. There are a total of 20 picks left in this draft for round 3. They have gone for, if she is available, and according to my calculation, she should be. Yeah. Vegan, as a Jets pick. And according to the calculations I have for this, the next one will not have a timer. They're not required. They don't have a specific time period. The Bulldogs are now on the clock. Is she available? No, she is not available. UD. They have selected. They will select him, her. The Bulldogs may get a decent player off of that one, but that is the last player they have already insured. The Dragons are now on the clock. The Dragons and the Bulldogs made a one-for-one trade. They one-for-one trades were the only things that are allowed at this time. They're basically, if as long as you were right next to each other, you could switch. It's like, hey, we need a little bit more time to do that. Now, why they did that, I don't know. Dragons are giving me answers like things like crazy. Nope, not available. Warrior Standings not available. available? I don't think there is anyone. Any Dryer is available. And that is who they will go with. I feel like it's really annoying because, like, you guys can't hear them, but I can, and it's like, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. Not to be offensive to any of the other teams. That's okay. We went 4 rounds. I mean, we'll have. It's fine. The dogs are now on the clock. They did go for Peter Brown D by D, so that was their pick. But I'm starting to think, like, why are some of these teams going for these players? Because they're not highly rated. They're not as high as rated as a lot of the other players. I mean, obviously, I know that Julio, Hille, I don't know how I pronounce that name. Anyways, but like, Tammy Griffin's still available. I just don't like certain players. Let's see. Westville is now on the clock. I think they have a pretty beautiful symbol for this. The real question is, where are they going to go with? Because the next two are not available. I think he is not available yet. Yeah, he is not available. Doubtful that she is available either. Sonia Graham is not available. Christopher Jenkins probably not available either. Versus Christian Riverson is, but not that her. No, not available. We got one player left, and they're asking for me for it. Cynthia Matthews is available. And that's who there is.
Hey, Alex? Alex?
Matthews, and it is Westville. Westville, actually, it is literally called Westville, not West Villa, like it's spelled Westville. West Philly. They are out of picks too, though, so or out of players they can go for. Techs are on the clock. Are here on the clock. They look more like the French flag. Is that what it looks like? The French flag? Yeah, it looks exactly like the French flag. I hope that's not a problem. Bad news for them is I don't think they have anyone else available. I don't think any of these people are available. Stephanie Smith is still available? Holy mackerel. That's who they're going with. That's surprising that she's still available. She's an player. That's a huge pick for them. I don't think I have anyone else left, but that's huge. That might set the Techs above everyone else. The Browns are now on the clock. No, none of those players are available. Oh, let's see. No. Because they can see the same thing I can see. It's just that. I mean, Zaxville is still available. You're good. Take him. Jeez, fine. Gosh. Yeah, I got you. Amy Zaxville was taken by the Browns. I gotta update these things. The Werewolves are now on the clock. That's my sister's team. And pursuit. Let's try for Larry Morgan. Larry Morgan is available. And the Knights are now on the clock. They get like a few seconds when I'm changing the time, starting the timer. Symbol I'm finding. And there are currently 11 picks left in the draft, I believe. Who's at 120? Is 120 is not the first pick. Oh, Panthers have the 120. Oh my, that's why. Yeah, I forgot Panthers have so many picks. That explains a lot. I think a lot of players are going to have to go for a to figure out what they're going to pick, because it's not going to be that easy. I think Cynthia's already been taken. Yes, she's been taken. I have a high big doubts that they're going to go for Julio. I need to know.
Juan.
Oh, Juan.
Juan.
Spanish. That explains it. It's John.
John. Juan.
It's Juan. It's pronounced Juan. Okay. Sorry about that. I was curious. There's no way they're going for him, right? Because I would expect he's probably the last pick in the draft. They have selected Patrick Newman. Decent player for them to pick. Yeah, it's one. I don't know how well that's going to be for them in the end, though. The Saints are now on the clock. The little dogs, Because 120 is the last pick in this draft, in this round of the draft. they're going to go for is the question. Saints probably should go for Ford. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they go with. I'll tell them right now. Rogers, I think, is what they're going to go. Yep, Sean Rogers is what they think they're going to get. Or they're going to try to get, anyways. Is he available? I don't know. He is available, so they will get Sean Rogers as the. I don't know what pick this is. Sean Rogers. And that is the 109th pick. The Ravens are now on the clock. And honestly, I'm personally thinking that next year we don't do the draft live, or we don't do record for the draft. We just do the draft and we can do it after. We're gonna just go what we did before. Back in the day when we just had them sign. Players when they want to. The Ravens are now on the clock. I doubt they have anybody available left. Yeah, okay, got you. You just want me to go down the list until you find someone that's available. Nope. Mrs. Thomas is available. Are there 4 Thomases? Really, they're all siblings. Oh my gosh. And you guys want them. Okay, good grief. I don't know what to tell you. They're all siblings. And the bad news is, the Panthers have 3 of them. So Alyssa Thomas is going to be is the odd one out. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the other Thomases. I can't wait to see how those Whitwoods play. Let's see here. It is the Supermen who are on the clock. There are 4 Thomases though. Wow, that's a lot. And in fact, they're all siblings. 2. Okay, they're 2 of them are twins. Okay, that makes sense. So. Who are we looking for? That's a weird. So from what I understand, and what I'm getting conversation from John here, there are 4 people: Alex Thomas, Janie Thomas. I'm just gonna search Thomas now to see how many Thomases we have. Just regular Thomas. We have Daisy Thomas, Janie, Alyssa Thomas. They're twins. So, Alyssa and Jamie Steamer are playing for 2 different teams. I can't imagine what happens if the Ravens play the Panthers. Alex and Jeannie are 2 years apart, are over in 2 years. So like Alex is the oldest one, Jeannie is the second oldest, right? How old is she? She's 13. Jeannie's 13. Alex is 15, and the twins are 14 apiece. Holy mackerel! I feel sorry for the team, the family. Oh, sorry, Alyssa, didn't get you. I didn't get you. If all the siblings were only put on the same team, that would be ridiculous. Maybe it would be a trade. All 4 siblings would be on one team. I don't know how. I don't think that's gonna happen. You think it will happen? I think it's unlikely too. Superman have not said a word to me. But I got 2 minutes. I got you guys. You have plenty of time as long as you get it to me within 30 seconds. Or within the 30-second period. Alright, so you're looking for Mark West? Mark West is available. Wow, believe it or not, he is available. That's impressive. Okay. Mark West has been selected. Alright, and it's the Tigers who are on the clock. Tigers might struggle here to come up with someone because I would tell you right now, all the players that they selected, except for maybe Stacy, have been already selected in some point. Yep, Janie selected. Flores Areno selected. Smith already selected. Moody selected. Stacy Johnson's been selected, so they're gonna have to get somebody, just someone if they want. But they're probably just gonna go on the list and say, "Hey, we want him." I thought Grant Romo was already selected. Is he not? I can tell you guys. Let's see here. Give me a second. You guys are not really in need of anything. I can't really recommend anything because you guys are all pretty high up there. You can't sign free agents in draft. That doesn't work. Cleaning Wongo. See, he's available. He is available. Kelly Longwell. I think it's a good pick for you guys. What am I supposed to say?
He told me like to shut up. He told me to shut up.
Oh boy. Yay. Okay. Thank you for being rude. I know what I'm going to do for your next pick. Force you to get Julia Crime. I don't know. I wouldn't do. I'm not doing that. The Cardinals have the one pick 113. They're on the clock. Yes, that's how it works. I don't know how on earth we have 4 Thomases. They're all related that just happen to be in the same place. No, I don't really know what's going on. Cardinals. Yeah. I doubt it. I doubt he's available. If he's available, then that's a huge pick for you guys. Bad news, guys. He is already taken. Zach Forrest would be, I think, your next player that's available. I think Zach Forrest is available. Yep, Zach Forrest is available. Okay, confirming. That's a very good pick for you guys. That is, I'm not sure you can have any other players to actually pick. Yeah, you have another pick. What do you mean? Okay, whatever. The Otters are now going to be now on the clock. Or is that what they sound like? I don't know. The R's of the Q is simple, I will say that. I don't think there's any way to confirm that they don't have a Q or symbol. How you doing, runner? That's the nickname for him. It's possible. Let's see here. Oop, I spelled that wrong. Kendrick Davidson is available. And let me check him too. Tasha Phillips is also available. And she's not, so she is not available. Alright, Kendrick it is. No. We will not be going over tonight. Last round I think took an hour and 15 minutes. This one's taking over an hour and 30. The last one would be short. It is the Bobcats who are on the clock. Don't read that. Don't even know if it worked. There will be a clock in the last round still, but it's kind of irrelevant because there's only going to be 60 people left. Did I say 60? There's 40 people left. Yeah, you have to choose from 40 different people. Yes, I will be live for that. Sometimes I think these people are kind of stupid. Duh. I'm the owner in the league officially. Yeah, should be able to make trades. I feel like I'm going to strangle one of these people one of these days. No, you've already declared it. I have to go with your first pick. Whatever you say. If he's like, if you said this player, and then you said look at this player, then I would be able to do something about it. But unfortunately, I can't do it. Athens are on the clock. Once you have made your selection, you can make a trade later. Athens have a weird symbol. There are 4 picks left. You gotta be kidding me. David says, "Hey, we missed the first round. Can we just get an extra pick?" No. Give me again. Athens, no, you are not able to get in our pick. You missed the first. It's not my fault that you guys didn't read the email. I sent an email to each of you guys. You guys can all you want to. If you want to do that, that's fine with me. I also point out though that you guys have only 1 pick remaining, and that pick doesn't come for a while. Guys, you're running out of time. You have 3 minutes left. Should I just magically pick for you guys because you guys are clearly mad because you don't get an additional pick? I can't do anything if you guys don't pick. Thank you. I'm literally going to explain what they were doing. Hey, can we get additional pick because we missed the first round pick? No, you got the advantage to getting the first to not picking in a round is that you get the first pick in the remaining in the next round. That doesn't work in the fourth round. Because in the fourth round, you get whatever your next pick is. Back to back. You don't get the extra benefits. The Athens are really annoying me. The Athens really annoying me. Beagles are on the clock. I'm sorry for anyone that was watching this later and they realize they have already made Beagles. See, the Beagles didn't have any problems. They made their selection like that. Beagles are my favorite team now. Okay, I'm being sarcastic. They did not make the pick that quickly. They asked. Oh no, he is not available. Bernard. I believe he is available. Let's see. BRN. Bernard Williams is available. Okay, thank you. See, they took a whole. I don't even know what it was. Of course, I picked the name. Like I go back to this timer here, it's still like we just hit. They took like a minute. The Giants are on the clock. Wow, there. You want to go for that pick, Blair? Okay. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure she's available. Yeah, she is available. Okay. Took even less time. I love it when teams just off it. The Lions are on the clock. I didn't have time to put the thing up, by the way. They were already talking to me. They were already talking to me when they like the Giants were always saying I didn't even get to show their symbol because they were already talking to me. It's like, hey, we want this player. This will make sure she's available. She is available. I do need to mark that she did pick, though. Lions are taking over their time. That's fine with me. Only the Panthers have any picks left. Let me see here. Oh, I just opened the wrong thing. Lions. You guys are like last, I believe, in the list. No, I was wrong for a second. Looking at your thing, it's up to you guys, but defense back or point guard would I would go with. Elizabeth Bucker? Okay. The Lions are taking Elizabeth Bunker. It means Panthers are the last pick on the clock. And as the end, and once the Panthers have selected, the round will be over. I have to figure out where they are. This is a tough one for the Panthers because, they don't really need anything. There she is. They have 5 minutes to figure it out. And they have selected Alexis K. Ford. So they're getting another Alex. All right. That is the end of the third round. I didn't even start the clock for them. That was my bad. But you don't need to worry about that. The Panthers have selected. Yes. Looking at this one, there is a total of 20 picks left. 40 picks left. Panthers will have 2 more picks, by the way. The Hawks don't even have another pick left. Their pick. Every other team has 1 pick. The only team that doesn't, the Panthers have 2 more picks. The Hawks have no more picks, which is why the Panthers have 2, because they would have had their regular pick, and they would have had the last pick anyways, and they got that. So that is the end of it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next episode. I will eventually be doing a round where I talk about what I suspect for each team wins. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.